Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong and a very warm welcome to Pointless Celebrities, the game where you are always aiming for the lowest score. Let's meet this evening's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I am Simon Brudkin and I am a comedian, sometimes prankster, now performing comedy as myself.
And I'm Ola Labib. I'm a comedian and a writer, and not quite sure what I'm doing here, to be honest.
Couple number two.
I'm Lewis Smith and I am Olympic medal winning gymnast.
Hello, I'm Niall Wilson and I am also an Olympic medal winning gymnast. Team gymnast.
Couple number three.
Hello, my name is Victoria Scott and I am H's dad. I'm also a drag queen. You might know me from RuPaul's Drag Race Series 3, episodes 1.5.
My name is Ian, but you may know me as H from Steps, and I am the smallest person on the panel today.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, I'm Helen Flanagan and I'm an actress. Hello, I'm Lucy Fallon and I am best known for playing Bethany Platt on Coronation Street.
Thanks very much, all of you. Very, very warm welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you here. We will chat a lot more later on as the show goes along. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. Like the Inuits, he has 50 different words for incorrect. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Everybody. Hello there, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome everybody. Everyone's new here apart from H. He's been on a couple of times. Lovely to have you back.
It doesn't give me an advantage though, Richard, right?
I would say not given your previous performance. Yeah.
Exactly.
But welcome everybody. Very, very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, today's show is a celebrity special. Each of our celebrities is playing for a nominated charity, so therefore we are going to start off with a jackpot of £2,500. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, I'm just going to say this once, so you remember it all the way through the show. The pair with the highest score at the end of each round gets eliminated. If you don't wish to be that pair, keep your scores nice and low. Very, very best of luck to everybody. Our first category this evening is popular music. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. Okay, and the question concerns the best catchy songs of all time. Richard.
Yeah, Billboard magazine published a list of the catchiest songs of all time. We're going to show you 7 on each board, show you the titles. You have to tell us who had hits in the UK with these songs, please. You'll see the initials of the artist as well.
Thank you very much indeed. So these catchy songs, here's our first board of 7 clues, and we've got Hound Dog, 1956, EP. She Loves You, 1963, TB. Sweet Caroline, 1971, ND. YMCA, 1978, TVP. Mbop, 1997, H. Since You've Been Gone, 2005, KC. And Single Ladies, but a ring on it, 2008, B. There we are. Ola, welcome to Point. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, what an enormous pleasure. Where do you get your inspiration from when you're writing your comedy?
Oh, a lot from my dad. My dad's literally the funniest person you'd ever meet. You'd probably have a massive laugh watching me on this today.
It's all going to be fine. What are you going to go for?
Since You've Been Gone, 2005, Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson says, Ola, let's see how many of our 100 people said Kelly Clarkson. It's right. Kelly Clarkson at 83 for Kelly Clarkson. It's a solid start.
That's a big old score, isn't it? For Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Yeah, co-written by Max Martin.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard Lewis. Welcome. Great to have you with us. You managed to medal in 3 consecutive Olympics. And that shows an enormous stamina, apart from anything else, on your part. I mean, just imagine being right at the top of your game for that long. And you seem to have moved into dance now.
Yeah, I mean, gymnastics was a long time ago now.
Yeah.
Creeping into my 40s.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've transitioned. I did Strictly after the 2012 Olympic Games, and that kind of opened a door to doing kind of musical theatre and things like that.
Had you not considered it before then?
I was envious of people on stage and enjoying it and performing.
Sure.
But yeah, then I had the opportunity and took it with my friends.
So, Lewis, what are you going to go for?
They're all very popular, but I'm going to go for Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, Neil Diamond, says Lewis. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond is absolutely right. 83 is our high score, and you passed that. 67 for Neil Diamond.
Yeah, well played, Lewis. Quite right. It's hard to work out which is going to score low, isn't it? They all look kind of sort of as obvious as each other, and that's obviously a huge hit now at sports grounds. Boston Red Sox used to play it, and now it's at every boxing match, every football match.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Now, H, welcome back. Turns out art is your thing, H. I've been reading you've been taking up art recently.
Well, I went to art college many, many years ago, and that was the choice I had to either perform in or go into art school, and I chose to become a redcoat.
Okay, yes, I see. Now, H, what are you going to go for on our board?
So I am torn between two choices here. There's one I could go for, which is for an older generation, but I think I'm going to go for one that's more recent. So I'm going to go for Mbop by Hanson.
Hanson says H. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Hanson. Hanson is right. Well, 83 is the high score and you passed it. 68 is where you end up with Hanson.
Very well played. Nice to choose your own name as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, how about that? And they wrote it themselves as well.
Amazing. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Lucy, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. You have just been in ITV's Tom Jones, I believe.
I have.
How was that?
It was unbelievable, yeah. We were filming over in Belfast last year for quite a few weeks, and we got to wear like the proper
Corsets
period costumes.
and everything. That's
Yeah, the corsets. And yeah, I've never done anything like that before, so yeah, it was really good.
good fun. Lucy, you're the last person to have this board. Would you like to fill in all our blanks for us?
Oh, I can give it my best go. The top one is Elvis Presley. The second one, I think, is the Beatles. YMCA, I can't remember who sings it. And then the last one is Beyonce. But I think I'm going to go for She Loves You, the Beatles.
You're going to go for the Beatles.
Yeah.
Let's see how many of our 100 people agree with Lucy. The Beatles. Beatles is right. Well, 83 is our high score. Look at that. You chose wisely. Look at that. 38, Lucy, for the Beatles. Fantastic work.
Yeah, you chose very wisely. Best answer on the board. That's interesting. I guess that's an age thing. The Beatles scored fewer than they used to. And also the initials, maybe TB, are slightly more confusing than others.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney's dad wanted them to sing She Loves You, Yes, 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 because he said it was more dignified. But listen, they said yeah. It seemed to pay off. For them. These other scorers, let's fill them in. The top one, you're quite right, is Elvis Presley. What's called 88. Now, single ladies, put a run on it. Absolutely right, Beyonce. Take a look at this score. 96 points.
Wow.
96 for Beyonce. And YMCA was by
The Village People.
The Village People. And that would have scored 72. So Beatles, best answer on the board. Very well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. We are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick recap of those scores. 38. You see, what about that? Best score of the past. Superb work there. We come from there up to 67, where we find Lewis and Niall. From there to 68, where we find H and Victoria. And then up to 83, where we find Ola and Simon. So you're a little bit ahead, Simon.
Yes.
You will get the tail end of that next board. What generally happens is all the middling ones will have gone. You'll be left with very blindingly obvious and really quite obscure. So good luck with that.
Bring it on.
We're going to come back down the line now with the second players. Please step up to the podium. Okay, let us now put 7 more catchy song titles up on the board. And here they are. We've got Stop in the Name of Love, 1965, T.S. Respect, 1967, A.F. Staying Alive, 1978, B.G. I Will Survive, 1979, G.G. Don't You Want Me, 1981, THL, Hey Ya, 2003, O, and Bad Romance, 2009, LG. There we are. Helen, welcome.
Hello.
Well, how old were you when you started on Corrie?
Wow, I think I was 9 years old when I started.
Nine.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's just incredible. I mean, walking down the hallowed cobbles, did you feel that this was a special thing to be doing, or was it just a job when you were 9?
I can't remember too much. obviously because I'm 32 now, but I remember it was such a big thing because
Yeah.
all my family, you know, they all watched Coronation Street, all sat down at 7:30. So I remember it being a really big thing when I got the part.
I see. Now, Helen, what are you going to go for? You're on 38.
Okay, so to be honest with you, I don't know too much. I'm rubbish with music, but I'm going to go for Respect, Aretha Franklin.
You're going to go for Aretha Franklin, AF. Let's see how many of our 100 said Aretha Franklin. Here is your red line. Aretha Franklin is absolutely right. Down goes to 71, taking your total up to 109.
Yeah, Aretha's first UK hit, written by Otis Redding. Respect.
Was it? Fantastic song.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Victoria.
Hello.
Victoria Scone.
Yes.
How do you go about going into drag queening?
Asking for a friend, right?
Asking for a friend.
I don't think anyone really wakes up or, you know, is born into the world thinking I'm going to be a drag queen. I think it sort of generally happens accidentally.
This is accidental.
Yeah, so just fell into my wardrobe and here we are.
And here we are indeed. Now, Victoria, you are on 68 at the moment. If you can score 40 or less, you are into the next round. What are you
Right.
going to go for?
My dad likes this song. Hey y'all, Outcast.
Outcast, says Victoria. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below this red line with Outcast. Outcast is absolutely right. 77 is what it scores, taking your total up to 145.
Yeah, some big scores going on,
Aren't
aren't there?
they? Thank you very much indeed. Now, Niall.
Hello.
Niall, welcome to Points. You were the first UK athlete, or gymnast, I should say, to medal in the horizontal bars.
The horizontal bar.
You actually took your sport into new waters
Yeah, it was
for
good.
this country.
It was good. Swinging around the bars are now more of a desirable thing for young kids, which is great.
Fabulous. Now, Niall, you're on 67. 77 or less gets you into the next round. What are you going to go for?
It's the only one I know, unfortunately, and that's the bottom one. Bad Romance by Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga says
I think
Niall.
it'll be a high score, unfortunately.
Let's see. Well, here you got a nice high red line. So here it is. Let's see if we can get you below that with Lady Gaga. Little Wee.
Knew it.
Wow, 93 for that. Taking your total up to 160.
Hello, mate.
That is fascinating, isn't it? When you do watch the Olympics, extraordinary stuff going on at the Olympics, you know, the swimmers and the athletes. The one time where you just go, that's superhuman, is the gymnastics and what you guys do and what the women do. It's the one thing where you think, I have no idea how the human body can do those things. It's so impressive. It must be so brilliant to be retired and not have to do, and not have to do it anymore.
Yeah,
it's
it's nice.
so hard.
Getting into those leotards was probably the worst part.
Yeah. Great, would have to wear them anymore.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Simon, welcome to Pointers. Good to have you here.
To be here.
Now, as Lee Nelson, you've done some pretty punchy things in your time. What's been the, I suppose, most stressful for you?
The most stressful, well, if you look at the board behind you, I'm about to hit one of the top 3 most stressful. But yeah, I've done some stunts and some pranks and gave Theresa May the P45 and showered the banknotes over Sepp Blatter. So there's been some fun times in a few different police cells around the country.
Okay, now Simon, you're on 83. If you can score 76 or less, you're into the next round.
Okay.
Do you want to talk us through the board, Simon?
Bee Gees, Staying Alive, that one I know. Stop in the Name of Love, I'm actually not sure who that's by, apologies. I'm going to go for I Will Survive by, I think it's Gloria Gaynor, is that right?
Gloria Gaynor says Simon. Here is your red line. Let's
Go
see
on,
if we can
son.
get you below this red line
Go on, son.
with Gloria Gaynor. It's right. You've done it. Through you go, 66. Takes your total up to 149.
Well played, Simon, safely through. As the greatest sort of breakup song of all time, I Will Survive, but it's written by Dino Ficaris about being fired from Motown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it's about. It's originally a B-side.
Wow.
As well, until someone worked out that maybe people might like that. Might like this I Will Survive song. Now, the best answer on the board is Stop in the Name of Love, and it is
Supremes.
The Supremes. Yeah. Would have scored you 18. You're quite right, Simon, about Bee Gees, but would have scored you too many points to be able to avoid it. Would have scored 87 points. They had some catchy songs, H, didn't they? Someone,
Don't know what you're talking about.
someone should do a cover of one of theirs at some point.
Pop fact, ours did better than theirs.
Oh, But you know what? So much better than theirs.
Yeah, I know.
But also, I think almost everybody under the age of 50 has no idea the Bee Gees ever did tragedy.
This is true.
And another good answer here, don't you want me?
The Human League.
Human League. And that would have scored 36 points. So best answer on the board, the Supremes. Well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. That brings us to the end of our first round. Maybe we have to say goodbye to our first pair, and I'm afraid our high-scoring pairs, Niall and Lewis. It's been great having you here. It's been too brief. Thank you. Let's come and play again, Niall and Lewis. Thanks so much. Thank you. Good luck. The remaining three pairs, now time for round two. Look at that, very well done indeed. Three pairs remain. Everybody made it through that last round. Some with flying colours. Lucy, our lowest individual scorer. Well, I know. And Lucy and Helen are our lowest combined scorers on the far podium there. So very, very well done indeed.
Worst two.
Best of luck to all three pairs. Our category for round two this evening is four-letter words. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. Okay, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words formed by replacing a single letter of the word seal as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any four-letter word in the English language that you can make by just changing one of those letters, please. The other letters have to stay in the same order. Can you create a new word that's in the English language, please? In the Chambers Dictionary.
In the Chambers Dictionary. Thank you very much indeed. Simon, what are you thinking?
Whether you spell the word I'm thinking of like that. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm adding the letter Z and removing the letter S. Zeal.
Zeal, says Simon. Let's see, how many of our 100 people said zeal?
Well, let's see.
It's good. Look at that, Simon. Down he goes. Down he goes at 5. Very well done indeed. Great start for that. 5 for zeal.
That's a great answer, Simon. Very well played. Particularly great on the first podium, given that what most people do in this round is you start at the beginning of the alphabet, and you got all the way to Z within about 4 seconds. It's a German seal.
Thank you very much indeed. Victoria, what would you like to go for?
Keel?
Keel.
Swapping S for K? Is that a word? No,
Shall let's find out.
It's probably
Keel.
not, is it?
K-E-A-L. Is it a
Sorry,
word?
Mum.
Oh, I'm sorry, Victoria. I'm afraid that scores
I just
you
made up a word.
100 points. Sorry.
Yeah, it's very not keel as in to keel over or the keel of a boat, but it's K-E-E-L,
Oh,
I'm afraid.
tequila. That's the way I got it.
Yeah, too many left.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard, Lucy,
Hello.
what are you going to go for?
I'm going to replace the L at the end for an M, and then it would be seam, S-E-A-M.
Seam, says
think-
Lucy. Let's see how many of our 100 said seam. Seam is right. Well, 100's our high score, 5 is our low. Down you go to 30. Very well done. Not bad.
Yeah, terrific answer. Very well played. Seam, like a seam of a dress. You know what seam
I know
is.
seam is.
Seam.
Seamless.
Come on, exactly.
There we are. Come on. Thank you very much. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores before we come back down the line. I can tell you 5, Simon. Very well done. Best score of the pass. Then we travel up from there to 30, where we find Lucy and Helen. And from there we travel up to 100, where we find Victoria and H. So H, yes, you're ahead a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Let's see if we can get a lovely low score from you on the next pass. Very good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Helen, we're looking, remember, for any word that you can make by changing just one of those letters for another one. What would you like to go for?
I will go with deal.
Deal, says Helen. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below this red line with deal. Deal is right. And you are through. Very well done indeed. Down goes deal for 32. Takes your total up to 62.
Well played. Safely through. It's supposed to be lovely, isn't it? The town deal.
Oh, it is, yes.
Where somebody moves there.
Near
Cambridge
Sandwich.
Gorges. Yeah, Kent.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
Thank you
Deal
very
or
much
no
indeed.
deal? Deal.
Deal.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. H, what are you going to go for? You're our high scorers. We need a low score.
I know, and this is really tricky. I'm going to go for something a bit off the wall, I think, and I hope it's spelt right. I'm going to replace the L with an R, sear.
Sear. Like you might with a tuna.
Exactly.
Let's see how many by 100% sear. There's no red line for you as you're the high scorers.
Oh my God, it's a word, it's a word.
Sear is a word.
What?
Down goes to 19. There we are. 119 is your total.
Back in the game.
So, well, up to a point.
Ish.
Yeah, to burn or to char, or the singer of Chandelier. So,
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Ola, listen, I've got terrific news for you. Partly thanks to Simon's wonderful low score in the first pass, and partly thanks to Victoria and H's terrifically high score in this pass, you are through to the next round. So it doesn't matter what you score.
Seat. Change the L to T.
Why not?
Seat, why not?
Why not? No red line, you're already through. How many by 100 said seat? Seat is pretty good. There we are. Good enough. Anyway, 54. It takes your total up to 59.
yeah, very well done. That'd be the second highest scorer of all. What do you think the highest
Really?
scorer would be? I was very surprised. It's not real. You would think it'd be real, wouldn't you?
At least a real word.
I don't know.
Teal.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
I thought teal would be sort of hidden there.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, teal.
Now, there are a few pointless answers, funny enough. A few low scorers. If you're going to put a letter in front of EAL, Zeal was about as well as you could have done, but Wheel, also WEAL, would have been a good one. And Feel, FEAL. But here are the pointless answers. Geel, which is another way of saying congeal. Leal, which is another way of saying loyal, like an old archaic version of that. Cien, which is a vertical fishing net. And Sial or seal, which is to strain. So very well done if you've got any of those. They're always almost impossible, the pointless answers.
Always
on
archaic,
that round, aren't
aren't
they? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed, Rick. That brings us to the end of our second round. It means, I'm sorry to say, we have to say goodbye to our second pair, H and Victoria. That is you. It's been wonderful having you on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us, H and Victoria.
Hello.
Well, two remaining pairs, though. It is now time for head-to-head. Huge congratulations, Lucy and Helen, Ola and Simon. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which comes